move. We a dance to the rhythm and the groove. Move, move. Alright, I make me tell you listen. Move, move. We a dance to the rhythm and the groove. Move, move. Watch them massive and crew, them a move. So we chop it, so we do it. This a rhythm I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. So we do it. This a rhythm I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune.
Go with you.
alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Right now we lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is rhythm you lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street, alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Right now we lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street. All I'm full of go play back again, and everybody say yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of go play back again, and everybody say yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of go play back again, and everybody say yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of go play back again, and everybody say yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune.
Check. Welcome, flight crews, to the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. My name is Jason, and we are here in Westchester in the MD-83, and you know what that means? Hockey season. We are going to be flying 3 years in a row now. 3 years we have done this for the past 2 years. This makes our third. We'll be flying the New York Rangers schedule throughout the entire hockey season in the good old MD-83 and maybe the 757 later this year, if we're lucky enough to get it. So if you will in the chat, let me know, say hi, let me know where you're coming from, and let me know if you can hear me. That's a big thing. Everybody knows that. 5x5, we got Pops, how are you? Christopher's checking in. Ja, he says hello, sir. We have Curtis Holmes and, of course, Sean saying hello. And I appreciate everybody's support here. That's great. And if you're new to the channel, you want to know about 3 things: learn something, have fun, and do it right. Hopefully we get all of those in. We'll see. I'm not an expert at this, but we're going to try the best we can. Now, a couple of things we're going to be talking about today. Cliff is rehired. We hired Cliff for the season. We'll see how he performs. If you don't know who Cliff is, let me tell you, you're going to be able to see Cliff. He's our first officer, and hopefully he doesn't screw it up too much today. We'll see. It could be me screwing it up, but you know, Cliff's known to throw a little bit of a wrench in our flying. So we'll see if we can't get Cliff to work. And to be honest with you, the settings, I don't know how the settings are going to be. So we'll see. First thing with first, we got to get catered. By the way, if you are a member of the channel right now and you are a member of either the YouTube membership or our Patreon membership, and I'm sorry you're not going to get the bar across. I've got to get the ticker going. Actually, when I lost my drive, I lost all my files, and that's one of the files that went on the wayside. So I have to redo it, unfortunately. So I'll get that hopefully done by next flight next week. Like I was saying, members in our Discord channel, if you go to membership only, there's going to be a section for downloads. We have the menu of this flight. This trip is going to be downloaded, so you can download the menu on what we're serving this evening, this afternoon, and you'll be able to see all that. So without any further ado, we're going to jump in here. This is an MD-83 for us today. This is the same aircraft we flew last season, 494. And just came out of maintenance about 2 weeks ago or whatever. It was in maintenance for about 2.5 months. We got it all ready for the season, and we're going to be rocking and rolling right now. So without any further ado, let's see if Cliff could get going. Oh, I dropped my dang phone. That's not how we want to start this off. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Shoot. Give me a second here. Yeah, I need to see this. Okay, there we go. Shelton says... excuse me. Sean, he says, do you need me to adjust the flight in the system? I think I got it right. 5800. Shelton says, good evening, Captain. Hope your week was great. What do you call a fly that enters a beehive? A wannabe. It's pretty good. I like it. Cliff, don't crash the plane. I hope not. William, good morning, says from Thailand. That's awesome. Welcome. What time is it in Thailand right now? That's pretty cool. So you're pushing what, Saturday morning for you? Welcome aboard, man. That's really cool that you're here. Thanks for coming on. All right, couple things we're going to do first. One, we're going to get Cliff going. Let's see if we can't get Cliff rocking and rolling. It's been a long time since I used this program. And this is FS2 Crew. We've established the power. So let me see if I could click this and say, let's see if it works. You got to help me here. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to just verify a few things before we start. You got to give me a second. It's been what, folks? Probably over a year and a half since I used Cliff. It's been quite a long time. Let's see if we can't get him to work. It is fun when he does work right. When he doesn't work right, it's really fun. We're going to try to get him integrated again into this. So I just want to see what we got. And I did voice training and all that, but I was messing with some settings before. And let's start setting up. Now, let's see if he gets that. Let's start setting up. Nope. Let's start setting up. Nope. What about this right here? What's this? Let's start setting up. That's Captain's PA. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get GSX started. Let's get GSX, the catering truck, going. They got catering to do. We're going to request catering services. They're going to start coming in. But first, it says trigger pre-flight action on the clock, but I should be able to say it. So I want to make sure speakers, audio, headset, device. I want to make sure that that's not a speaker. That's not a speaker. Okay, weird. All right, let me see if I can look. So let's start setting up. If there's a thing that I have to do this, I've already done this. What is that? I don't know what that did. Okay, I gotta shut that off. You gotta bear with me on this. It's been a long time. I know we could press this
Okay.
clock. Okay, that's weird. Okay, Cliff is doing his thing. I think I hear him flipping switches. No, what? This is going to be annoying. I've got to work on this. First, turn the battery on. Park and brake switch is on. It is. Battery switch, perform loops. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be doing all those flows. I get that. So if I click this and just drag it over here, he's going to do his flows, I hope. I'll do mine. Let's go and do them right now. All right, I'm going to check all the loops. That looks good. While I'm up here, I'm just going to click the test. Okay, good. It's MD-80 time. It's MD-80 time. Yeah, Saturday morning. It's 7:30. Cheers. Really enjoy your content. Oh, I appreciate it. Yep, looks good in the system. All right, thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, we're going to get this going. I think he's doing his thing. I don't understand. We might not have to do this. We'll see if he's going to be working this thing. And then he might do below the line and all that. So while he's doing that, we're going to get in here. Do we have the catering truck? Yeah, the catering truck is there. We got the Air Culinaire Worldwide. This is the aircraft we're flying, the MD-83. We are on ground power on the airplane, and we're going to hook up the air conditioning cart. We would definitely have that here for this team. We want to keep it as comfortable for the hockey team as we can. So we'll go ahead and throw the AC on the aircraft, and we'll get that rolling. I got the checklist. We are in. Good to go. While they're doing that, we already tested that. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and look at this. We've got the MD-83 Air cycle, 2409 September 5th to October 3rd. JT8D 219s. We definitely have weather in Boston, so we got to talk about that a little bit. Position initialize. Let's go ahead and click Kilo HPN. Ref reports there. I didn't have time. I really didn't have time to test FS2 crew out yet right now. So, you know, I don't know what's going on there. So hopefully he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm hoping he's actually working. I don't hear him. Do you hear him? Whatever. All right, HPN. Let's go back down here.
Hi, Captain. How are you feeling today?
Good. Can you hear me? It's good to hear your voice again, buddy. Let me tell you. All right, we're going to go Boston. So I could do a couple things. One, we could do the... Yeah, he's working now. All right, what we're going to do is request fueling. Where the heck is the fuel truck? I want the fuel truck request. Fueling service requested. Yes, okay. We get the fuel truck on. Please don't do anything with the fuel. Okay, great. So let's go back down to here. We're going to go HPN. Let me just look at the flight plan we have going on. All right. We got HPN Merit ORW. So you could do Boston, but it really is... I'm just going to do this old school. BOS Boston. We've got a kind of a stationary front sitting off the coast of Boston right now. I should know I just flew from Boston, actually in real life, and it's a passenger. That was when I flew from Boston yesterday back home, and it was just starting to get a little hairy when we left. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to beat this. We're going departure out of here. We're going to do the HPN 8. I think it's going to be runway 16. Let's just verify a few things. Let's go to airports. We're going to click weather, HPN weather, and we're looking at 0504 knots. It's probably going to be a 3-4 departure, I'm assuming. And I'll write this down. Get it all written down, ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and look at this. We got all right, variable at 3. It's actually, I got variable at 3 knots. Visibility is 10 miles in clear skies here. Not too bad. Temperature is 20, 2.15, altimeter 29.9 or 8. It's going to be runway 34 in use today. And we've got that. That's good. Folks, I'm looking at a time here of 37 minutes once we're airborne. It's really quick. Quick flight. The weather in Boston right now is... I forgot Cliff does all this crap. I'm like jumping. Holy crap, what is he doing? Weather in Boston, 050 at 19, gusting 25. Some gale warnings they've got going on. 10 miles, broken at 16, overcast at 22. So, you know, the weather is iffy for us. It's going to be fun, sporty. It's not too bad. Broken at 16, overcast 22. We got this all day. Looking like they're landing 4 rights, just like we landed before, flying into Boston. I got to tell you, one of my favorite places is Boston. I absolutely loved it. Never been to the city. I went the other day. It was just absolutely phenomenal. Really, really fun. I'll have to talk about it. I'm a history buff, so for me, it was really cool just to see in it. Okay, let's get back down into this. Not get distracted. We're going to go HPN. Sorry, I'm going to go runway 34 depart. We're going to go select HPN. We got the route. We're going to click this, click that. We're going to go ORW 7. Is it the... No, I'm sorry, the Wounds 7. So we want to go Wounds. Arrivals into Boston. We're going to go the Wounds 2 with 4. I'm just going to click 4 right for now. Which transition do we want on the arrival? I'm looking at my sim brief flight plan. We're going to go ahead the ORW transition here. So you got the Wounds 2 with no transition, huh? All right. We're going to click activate. Let's just check it and click it. Let's go to the next page. It's just going to look here. We got, see, that's not right. HPN vectors, Wounds 2 to Wounds. That's probably not what we want to do. We want to go to Merit, ORW, and then out. So I don't like this. I'm going to go ahead. This is what's cool about this, doing it this way. HPN. And I'm just going to dump it in right there. See, it's just going to basically clear the whole thing. I didn't like that, so I'm just going to do this. Now let's try it this way. BOS. Boy, he's working hard. Cliff, what happened? He's working hard, this guy. All right, there we go. We're going to go runway 16 departing. So I'm going to click arrivals departures, departures here. We're going to go runway 34. I said 16, but I meant 34. SIDS route, that's good. Click the route again. Good. We've got all the way to Merit, and then we go to ORW. We're going to click arrivals. Click arrivals again. I'll leave that off. We're going to go to Wounds 2. No transition. It looks like the Wounds 2 arrival will start at ORW. And I bet you the Boston will change it on us. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go next page. All right, ORW, the Wounds 2 to Wounds. Pretty much it, but I expect a little more on the legs here. All right, we've got vectors, Merit, ORW, Jewett, Fosty, Hefty, and then Wounds. Pretty much from there, we're going to go into runway 4. I'm a pretty certain...
Restart check completed to the line.
Thank you for your hard work, buddy. Boy, that was really impressive. Good stuff. All right, Pref coming in. Zero fuel weight. Now I'm looking at a zero fuel weight. Did we get the fuel truck? Yeah, fuel truck was here. Let's go ahead and put our paperwork down. I think they're all done fueling the airplane. Yep. All right, let's get it boarding. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on. We're going to throw that on. And I'm going to request boarding. We got the fuel on the aircraft. Do you want to board crew? Nope, we're on the aircraft. All right, we're going to go 7850. Just looking at the fuel here. 7850 over 7850. We had a dispatcher give us an alternate. He gave us an alternate down into Westchester again. I kind of threw an audible, went to Providence for an alternate. Had to do a second alternate into Newark, so there's 2 alternates today. just because of the weather. But we did a 3585 exemption, and we were able to plan Bedford, or I'm sorry, Providence. That's what it was. All right, let me get your comments as we keep cracking a lacking here. Don't jinx him. Sean says, "Yep, good in the system. There he is. There's Cliff's. Cliff has got a little emoji himself. I love it. Don't jinx him. I'm not. I mean, it's early in the flight, right? But he's eating his Danish right now. He's done.
Hi.
He's waiting on me.
Security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
That was new. Okay, you got it. We want to request boarding passengers now. I like that. Okay, so we're good on that. We're going to board passengers, I hope. So let's go ahead and get out of the aircraft. I want to see what's going on. Yeah. I don't know why they're walking to the back of the airplane like this. We gotta work on some etiquette here. We got people all over the place. We're taking 60 people. There would be, I did the math earlier with Sean. There's about 23 team members, and but he just put the mirror up. Look, he put the mirror up on his side. What is he doing? I don't know. All right, do you need the compass? I mean, I don't know, Cliff. That scares me. All right, so we're going to take a look at this. I'll just show you some weight and balance, and then we're going to be good to go. Weight and balance, you could see 79, we're looking at 107.3. I got about 106 on my paperwork, so we're going to plan that 107, if it worked here, 107.3. That's our zero fuel weight. That's good to go. I want to be out of here in a decent time. Reserves. Let's see what we got on reserves. Our reserves are showing 10,500 pounds, so we're going to go 9,000 on the reserves. Cost index, push it to 40. And our fuel scheduled, we're scheduled out with 15.8 today. Nothing in the center, so we're going to go /auto. That just helps the aircraft do that. Cruise altitude, I got us at 210, our dispatcher. Put us at 210. You little 21, 1, 2, 3. It might be too dang high. It's not. All right, cruise wind at this altitude, 344.14 /14. Yeah, 344 /14. And let's get this going here for you. Does that work? You can see. Okay, 344.14. We'll put that in a cruise wind. And our ISA deviation is +17 or -17. It's +10. So you could either go -17 at altitude, which I will do, and I'll let it calculate that 10 degrees deviation. Okay, we'll click takeoff. And we're going to do our performance numbers, and we're going to use two things for the performance. We're going to use SimBrief, and we're going to use the native performance application here. So let's click this, click performance. We're going to go into this. Hopefully you guys can see this at home. HPN, we are dry. The winds are variable at 3, so it was shooting before, I don't know, I'm going to 0, 0, 0 /3. Outside air temperature is coming in at 20 degrees. Nice. Runway is going to be 3-4. Flaps are optimum, and we're looking at 2.908. By the way, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Those folks who are subscribers, smash that like button for us right there. If you do it now, just thumbs it up. That helps this thing grow, so people can say, "Oh, there's an airline here that does charters." We do a ton of charters here. Takeoff weight, I'm looking at 121.1 on the takeoff weight. Now let's do 122, because that's probably, we got that 1,000-pound differential going on, so I've got to work all those numbers out. It's been a while. What I like about this, it tells us our flap setting. So I'm just going to write the flap setting down and use that flap setting, 13, and it's also going to tell us our cell temp, 50, and it's going to tell us some other values that we want. All right, so I've got 125, 130, 139. I'm just going to write that down. I'm not going to use them because I'm just writing those numbers down so we have them. V-slat looks like 183, and then our maneuvering speed 226 once we get the thing cleaned up. So 183, we can pull the flap in, and then 226 is what we're concerned about. And let's go to the weight and balance tab now, and you can see I'm going to be looking at the takeoff weight config here, right there, 19.2. That's going to be our trim setting for the takeoff weight CG, so 19.2. Now, with that done, I'm going to go to the sim brief, and I'm going to plug in some performance on our sim brief. So if you've never used the sim brief performance before, I should show you what that looks like. So we're going to go 3-4 length is good. Optimum flap setting, it said 13, so I can't force that. I can force 11 or 15. We'll go 11 and see. Full flex, we're going to do thrust setting at flex. That's good, that's good, that's good. Dry enabled, improve climb disabled. Click calculate. See what it gives us. It gives us a margin of 212 feet. And they're saying 128, 132, 140. And we have 125, 130, 139. We're going to use a little bit more in terms of, you know, does it give us a flex? Probably not. I don't think it flexes us. Takeoff settings, it just says flex. Assumed, it says 41. I'm going to use that assumed temperature instead of the one it gave us in the other one. So we're going to use 41 for the assumed temp, and that's just going to help us with everything. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll do my flows. So takeoff flex, we're going to go ahead and throw this in. He did it. He did all the checks. I don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to throw this down to 41 degrees. And that's just going to help us. TRP is off. All right, let's go in the overhead. Let's do our flows really quick. Make sure Cliff has done what we wanted him to. Why did he put it on bad amp? Somebody tell me where his head's at. Okay, galley is on. That's good. That's good. Start pumps off. Fuel heat is off. Emer's are on. Seatbelts are on. I'm going to throw that off for now. We got that pump on. That's good. That's good. Coming up, that's good. And we will get the APU running here in just a minute. That's good. Coming down here. Now, the thing is, I don't have to check everything. I don't have to do all the checks. He's done it already. I do need to do this, and Boston is reporting. Boston reporting 3002. So I'm going to go ahead and set that right here, 3002. Let's get that set first. Right there. I'll check your comments here in a minute. He's done all those checks. Door is good. We'll come up here. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Coming across. He already checked it, but that's good to go. I don't know why those were pulled. Weird. Okay, all set down there. We're good to go, folks. At least on there. I'm going to check my oxygen. Looks good on my side. And GS fail. That's fail. Glow slope is fail. Flight director's on. Flight director's on. He's got lights off. We'll clear that. Master caution. Let's go ahead and do the dial a flap, which is very unique to McDonnell Douglas style aircraft. So let's go ahead and do this right here. We have a CG set at 19.2. So we're going to go over here and set this down to 19.2 on the CG. That's about right there. Flap is going to be pushing 13 today. Right there. So it's going to set our long trim here. That's our long trim. You just want to make sure that's set. We're going to come down. Come on, Cliff. You screwed up. Okay. Good. That's up now. That should open the pressurization. Now we're going to set this down to 13. Dial a flap. Good old dial a flap. Let's go. 13, 12. There's 13 set. We are looking at Boston, Jax, Toronto, Islip, New York. New York is not online right now, so that's no problem. It says 2273. So we're going to go 2273, and That's on standby. That is good. And we're going to have to plan this. Takeoff, armed, 0-0. All right, Cliff, you didn't do too bad. Just missed a couple things. We don't have to really worry about that. Let's finish our numbers. How's that? We're going to use 125. I'll plug that in there. 125. We're going to use 100 and what did I say? 125, 130, 139, and then 139. Okay, your comments. I'll get to them right now. Let's see what we got. ATC man, 47. Hey Cap, weather isn't too bad up here. Should be no issue for Boston. Nice. Are you online? Are you ATC? Oh, you're not. That's in control, right? Just want to make sure I don't miss you. All right, I want to check. I'm sure he checked this. By the way, if you are in Boston, man, I got to tell you, I was really impressed. Never been to Boston, but I am super impressed with the city. It is absolutely beautiful. I think it beats New York. Yes, I said it. It beats New York. The history alone, I'm a history guy, so I could spend quite a long time in Boston and still not see everything I needed to see. So I could probably spend at least 3 weeks just going through every site and doing research, and man, I'd get lost there. It's super fun. It looks like we got a reverser unlocked, and that's not going to work for us. Let's see what we got here. See that reverser door? That's not good. All right, I'm going to tell Cliff turn it on. We might have a MEL issue. Let's go and check it out. All right, let me get the pumps on, see if we can't get this thing turned off. Get that reverser door closed. Yep. All right, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and turn that pumps off now. All right, we got to do the checklist with Cliff. Let's see if it works. All right, pre-start check below the line. Let's see if it works. Now, the weird thing is, like, there's a button up here that I should be able to, like, hit. And I'm trying to think. Okay, that's push to talk. That I don't want. Great. Okay, hold on. So if I look at this, bear with me here, folks. There's got to be something where so you see it says set speed while recording speed book on whatever run the departure brief. I'd like to. But how do I say it? So if I do that, departure briefing, we got good weather. All right, I'll do a brief with you. How's that? We've got good weather. Takeoff flaps are coming up. Whatever. I'm going to tell you they're 13. Pushback is required. We're going to do radar not required. There are a couple threats. Complacency is a threat today, and the thrust is going to be reduced. Okay. The weather is fine. We shouldn't have any problems with weather at all. Into Boston, it should be good. Just some low scud. That's it. Let's get a good look at the time and the clock, and let's see what we've got going on. All right, we got 17:17. I want to go ahead and actually clear this really quick, folks. Clear. All right, that's good. Okay, already. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the APU. APU is coming online right now. Let's go ahead and do that. 1 1000, 2 1000 run. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000 release. Did it work? Yep, APU's on. Coming up. Okay, while that does that, I'm going to go ahead and walk around the aircraft. Oops. And did he? He didn't start nothing, did he? Let's see, left should be like running. Yeah, I want to get going a little quick when I do this. You guys want to see the walk around? I think you do, don't you? All right, hear that APU firing up? We've got the alpha vane right there. The strake looks good and the door is closed. That means it's good. Looks like 3 pitot heats are good. Pitot tubes. Radomes on the aircraft, so that's good. We have our gear door looking good. Our splash guards on there. Tires are looking good. We have the tap probe and the AOA, another strake. It looks like FS 2024, you're going to have some wear and tear on the aircraft as you fly it, which I think is really cool. Antennas are looking good. I was just checking all this stuff. We've got our static ports, doors closed. This right here is our braking inlet. That's actually cools the brake system. If you knew that. You don't want to hit your head on that thing. That would hurt. Looks like the fuel panel is closed. What a beautiful day here in Westchester. It's just some clouds. No big deal. We're looking at the static wicks. Looking good. Ailerons over here. Teeny aileron. Here comes our flaps and our flap pairings. You'd come over here. You'd look at the tires. Again, splash guard's looking good. Looking at that JT8. You want to make sure there's oil on the ground, because if there's not oil on a JT8, you don't have any. So you want a little bit of oil. Not a ton, but a little bit. I'm kidding. It's a big joke. Not really, actually. I mean, they do leak some oil. These aircraft are old. But we really go over some maintenance here at Coastal. We want to make sure that the maintenance is good. Now, it's interesting. You could come down this way, but then we would have to, get everything done here. Again, engines. It's a good idea just to get in this habit, especially you're going to fly 2024, which I'm going to. And I hope they port this thing over. I really, really do. 2024 should be coming out in October. So we'll do a couple of flights with that until we get this aircraft online. And then we'll start porting everything over to 2024. And we'll start flying that regularly. We got a good light system. And we are ready to go, folks. Leading edge devices look good on this aircraft. Our passengers are loaded. The team's ready to go. We're taking 60 people. We counted about 43. Usually, if I was looking at the numbers, it'd be like 43 people ready to go. Let me get to your comments. The mad dog. Life is in order. I could open Boston. No, you don't have to. It's up to you, man. It's all good. So that's our briefing. We've got just actually let me do a good briefing for you. How's that? And then we'll get out of here. Let's pull our charts up and let's have a go at it. What do you say? All right. So we're doing the SID, and we're going to do the Westchester 8. Pretty simple on the Westchester 8 SID, folks. We're just going to be normal climb. We're taking runway 34, so we're all used to that. It's going to be taking us to the north. Okay, you can see right here. We'll just set our heading, and then it kind of kicks us out to 295. And then what we'll have to do is, as we're climbing out, we're going to flip it back around and go to Merritt right there. Once we hit Merritt, we're pretty much on the way into Boston. It's going to be a quick flight, top altitude 3,000 feet. So if there's no ATC on, we're just going to go unrestricted climb out of there. So 343, 295 on the heading, and let's talk about Boston. And the reason why I want to do this now is just because it's going to be Boo Kilo BOS. And by the way, folks, something really funny that I saw. Sorry, I'll just click this. That I saw the other day when I flew into Boston was I laughed when the Rangers walk out of their gate at Alpha, I think it's Alpha 13. Right when they walk out of the gate, what's right in front of them? Boston Bruins bar. It's right there. This is the Bruins. It's got the Boston Bruins logo right in front of them. And I started laughing. I took a picture of it. I took some video because I'm like, that is funny. You know, that is a really funny thing. I thought that was really cool. It's cool. It was pretty neat. The first thing the Rangers see, or any visiting team that flies into that gate, is the Boston Bruins. So good for you guys. Okay, Jay-Witt is 11,000. So we're going to hit Norwich, Jay-Witt at 11,000, then Fosty, Hefty, Wounds, 7,000. Probably going to be landing the fours. So we'll see. We'll land at we'll cross Wounds at 7,000. Then we'll get vectored, or we'll vector ourselves probably over this way and then up to 4 left or 4 right. I'm sure it's 4 right. Okay, that is it. Let's go right into HPN again. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, or cheap shots? If we had to come back to the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments.
1097.
Contact a flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please
1097, we're going to do a heading
also
of...
review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
That was pretty cool. I like that. Westchester 8, we are going to be heading 345 on the heading. 345 to 1,000 feet, then we'll kick it over to 295. It's actually below 1,000. Nope, it's above 1,000. So 345 till above 343 till 1,000, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pull this thing to 10,000 for now.
All packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes,
Thanks.
you are
Let me know
clear.
if you need anything.
Okay, thank you. So far, so good. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. IC 1725 on the clock. The APU is running. Let's go ahead and get the APU on the bus. And we are going to go ahead and throw the air on. We'll throw the bleeds on. We'll throw the external air off. And I will disconnect all sorts of ground stuff here. AC's coming off the aircraft. GPU's coming off. Doors are closed. The aft stairs are up. And we're ready to rock and roll. All right, Cliff, how do we get him working? So I put that 1097 just in case we need to come around to the airport. We've got it. I got a low battery on this now. Okay, I want to do pre-start check below the line. I don't know if it heard me. Pre-start check below the line. Come on, dude.
Covers and pins.
Removed. 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 All right. It's not hearing me. Why is it not hearing me? Removed. Okay, let's go to settings. Something in the settings, folks. It's not hearing me for some dumb reason. Let's see here. Speaker, audio device, headset.
Audio test complete.
I don't understand. Okay, so if I wanted to come down here, button control, what is this? Voice control, that's it right there. That, I think, did it.
Audio test complete.
Okay.
Audio test complete.
Okay. Now, if it's... Okay, so let's see if he gets it. Before... Pre-start check below the line. 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 Nothing. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can't get us to reset. Pre-start check below the line? Heard me say that. Okay, do I need to... I don't know what these buttons do, man. I'm hitting buttons like crazy. Alright, what did that do? Alright, let's pull up GSX, tell them to hook us up with the prepare for push and start. Do I need to reset it? There's a way to reset it. And I'm trying to think of a way how. No, I want to do checklist here. Do you want to? Nope. All right, let's do this. How do I reset it, guys? No, I don't want to do that because he's going to reset everything. Run the brief.
Go ahead. No questions.
Pre-start check below the line. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Cancel. No. I want to hear a checklist. If anything, I will do the checklist. That's on. That's on. That's on. $10,000 set. We're ready to go. All right, let's go here. Covers and pins removed. Aircraft log. Documents checked on board. Altimeters are set. Fuel, oil, hydraulic, 0 fuel weight. We've checked it. 0 fuel weight is set. TRP is takeoff flex. Stabilizer is set. Takeoff selector is stowed. Flaps takeoff selector not stowed. It's on the what we need it on, 13. Okay, speed bugs are set. Pre-start check below the line complete. We'll do a before start check. Let's see if we can't get him to wake up here. Before start check.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
Before start check. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he can't hear me for some dumb reason. Okay, anyway, we'll get to that here in a minute. I want to make sure we're good. Okay, we're good there. Let's go. No, we're not. Why has he got my door open? He's got doors open. Oh, Cliff, what are you doing to me, man? We got to get stuff closed. Hold on. Cliff might get shut off. I might have to practice a few flights with this guy again. I don't know. Alright, we got to shut this off. Then we can shut our doors. Now we can turn this on. Oh my gosh. Okay, you ready? Good. Brakes are off. They're hooking up to the tow bar right now. We should be out of here.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
That's what you said before, and you opened the doors on me there, bud. That's not what you're talking about. All right, folks. Parking brake, doors are closed, pushback and startup clearance approved. We'll do that right now. Oh, this guy's killing me. Okay. Do you want to start engines before? Nope. We're going to do nose to the right, please. Tail to the left. Okay, let's go ahead and pop those brakes off. Let's go. You're good. All right, we're on the roll here. Only 4 minutes behind schedule with Cliff. That's not too bad. Cliff is that guy. Can you guys see the yoke? I want you to be able to see the yoke a little bit. There you go. You can see the yoke good. All right, I'm going to try to tell him to start an engine. We're going to start number 1 first. Let's see if he does it. If he doesn't, I might have to shut him off. And then, like I said, I'll practice with him like this week. And then we'll see how it goes. How's that? Okay, that's good. Let's call him up, see if he can't do it. Start number 1. Start number 1. Start number 1. Start number 1. Hello? Okay, Cliff is getting close. I'm closing him out. He's no good. We're going to do it ourselves. We'll deal with Cliff next flight. All right, I'm in position. We'll set our parking brake. Park brake set. All right, I'm going to start number 1, and we will deal with that good. All right, at least he got those off. Those are on, and we're ready to go. That's on both. Good. I'm going to flip this on. Here we go. We've got start valve coming open. We'll just have to deal with Cliff here a little bit later. Setup, flight mode. And we're looking for about 20%, and then we'll kick it on. Here comes the fuel. And this is the TARA. There's a light. Good. Let's go outside, listen to those JT8s. I'm going to go and shut that off. I should have shut that off at 40, so I'm going to lay it on that. All right, we're going to start up number 2. I'm going to start both of them today. Cliff is furloughed. Yeah, he was. What was the call sign? It's Riptide 5800. That's our call. All right, do you fly airplanes? Clip R2. If you look down below in my chat, you can see kind of my history and my background. I do not fly commercially. All right, that's good. But I am a professional flight simmer, if you can believe that. Yeah, you just open the comments and then you can see my background. Good to see you. Still at it. Jason, greetings from O-Town. Ogden, there you go. There it is. Caleb Hammond, your first ATC for the Cleveland Center on 119.875. Cleveland Center? Hello, hello. Jeffrey, what's going on, man? It says you're a Dallas. Nope, I'm not. I'm Riptide. So I'm CST Charlie Sierra Tango 5800. Okay, folks, we got 2 good starts on the engines. Let's go ahead. We fired Cliff just for the, told them just to go in the back with the team for now, and then we'll bring him back next week. Probably our members will be able to see the flight with him. I'm going to shut this off. We've got everything hooked up on the aircraft. We're going to throw this to the off position. That's off as well. Those are good. Armed, captain side on B system today. All right, we've got that on. Supplies are coming on. Auto. That's our packs. Okay, packs are on. Good down here. Set for the flaps. Flaps coming in. Ready? We're going to go flap 13. Lucky 13. So what you want to do with this, you can see there's no 13, so you're just going to notch it 1, and there's 13. Now I'll take a look, and you can see right there. It'll stop to 13. That's why you set that. And we're going to go that way, and that way, that way, that way. Kick the rudder. Kick the other rudder. And we're all set. Let's go with the checklist. I got to switch checklists too now, because I'm on our checklist and not Cliff's checklist. Okay, before taxi, air conditioning panel is set. Pitot heat ignitions on. Anti-ice is off, not required. Engine instruments are checked. Flight controls are free. Flaps and slats are set. Takeoff light is good. Transponder TARA, pneumatic crossfeeds. We're going to go ahead and close those puppies. And we're ready to rock. Closed. Closed. Is the door closed? It is. We're out of here. I'm on a frequency of Unicom 120, where are you? 118.7, or excuse me, 118.57. Let's just go ahead and do this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and practice with Cliff tonight. We'll make sure we get a good one. And like I said, our first flight with Cliff, you'll probably see members of the channel. All right, 575, I've got it. Let's see. Westchester traffic, Riptide, 5800 taxi, runway 34 Westchester. Brakes off, let's go. There we go, folks, on the roll. Back in the saddle with the 80. Boy, that feels good. It feels good to be back in the airplane. I got to throw this to dim. Let's get on the center line. It really does feel good to be back in the saddle with it. We had a couple months off, and I kind of get to your comments here. What's the best way to stream NHL games? Yeah, Caleb, I won't have ATC. The best way to stream NHL games, I have two things I use. I use ESPN, so I do like a monthly ESPN service. And then sometimes it's not on ESPN, sometimes it's going to be on another one. We got to check the brakes really quick. So look at accumulator, boop, you can see it drop down on the needle. That's all we're looking for. And that's it. So I do that. And then what I do is I have cable as well. So I get all of the games. And what's really cool here, there we are. What's really cool here is that we now have a hockey team. Okay, turn it on. Lights coming down. Actually, yeah, lights are coming on right now. We're going to cross it. Westchester traffic, Riptide, 5800 crossing 2911 Westchester. Okay, our landing lights are on just for the crossing here. Normally we'd put the strobes on, but you can see it's just position or, you know, auto, and it is. Once we're crossed, we're going to go ahead and shut it off now. So we're just going to go ahead and throw it to off. Just keep them out because we just want the lamps off. Okay, if we need to turn around, we'll go 1097. All right, doors, windows. All right, you guys ready? Members in the chat, shoots on. Here we go. With the little cliff emoji. Here we go. I should get Cliff running. We'll get him running on the next run. That's a bummer. It's not their fault. It's mine. I think it was out of sequence. Okay, we're going to lead the turn a little bit, just like right here. Again, this is such a big, wide turning base. You got to want to turn a little bit wider than normal. Now, I'm just going to pump those brakes, slow the aircraft down, and let's do our takeoff checks, okay? Hold. Okay, looking good. I'm going to go takeoff. That's good. I'm just going to just touch the brakes, bring it up. Yep. Well, set. Good. All right, let's go ahead and run the checklist. For takeoff checks, here we go. Takeoff config check. Ignition is on the Bravo side. We did Alpha side coming here. Altimeters are set. ABS and spoilers are good. ABS is armed. For takeoff check is complete. Let's just make sure that New York is not on here. I do not have New York. Let's go. Westchester traffic. Riptide 5800 taking runway 34 Westchester. I got traffic up there. I don't know if it's a factor right now. It doesn't look like he's coming in. Although he's low, I don't know what that guy's doing. Okay, 3-4 on the pavement, 3-4 coming in on the ND. After departure, folks, it's going to be a turn to 343 on the heading. All right, here we go. Let's bring him up to 1.4, 1.1 on the EPR. And then we're going to go right on up here. And auto throttle armed. Let's go. Takeoff thrust is set. We're rolling. Okay, here we go. Clamp on. All right, I'm going to release some of that back pressure. There's V1. Okay, nose up just a little bit here. Nice and easy. Hold that. Come on, baby. Let's go. Woo-hoo. Gear up. We got to climb, baby, climb now. 343 on the heading. Heading select. All right, let's pitch that thing down. Past 20. 243 on the heading. Okay, climb thrust set, please. Set the climb thrust. Okay, flaps up. 11, flaps up 0. We'll hold that right there. Keep on that turn.
Flaps 0.
Flaps are 0. 295. Okay, ready? Slats up.
Slats retract.
Okay, good. Okay, we're good on the climb. I forgot to turn my dang lights on. That sucks. Okay. I screwed it up already. Pirate denied. All right. We're blasting off out of here. Look at this turbulence. All right, what I'm going to do, folks, is I like to climb on a vertical speed about 3,000. We'll start turning to the north now. I'm going to go vertical speed. Autopilot's coming on. Vertical speed on the hold. We're going to go heading this way. I'm going to turn that heading bug this way, this way, this way. All right, good on the climb. See how the speed is good? I'm going to set my speed now. I'm going to bug it up. There's 5,000. We'll start our turn. You can see I'm gonna hold this. I don't want to do the 250 just yet because I want to get around and merit. So we're gonna click this. I'm gonna go to legs page, and we're gonna go direct to merit. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the aircraft over. We're gonna keep on trucking. Turn this thing around all the way to merit. It's at 7,000 already. Okay. Flip that. Altitude 210. Altitude set. Climbed on the EPR. We're doing good on the climb. I like it. Heading back in. There we are. We got a nice intercept. into here, and then we're going to get into Boston's airspace. I'm going to go ahead and throw this off. There we are. 8,500. You can see how the airspeed is kind of getting there. Vertical speed, I'm going to drop it down just a little bit. There we are. Nice, about 2,000 feet a minute. Now I want to start accelerating. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'm going to connect. Once we're stable, the airplane is good. Now we're going to go ahead and connect VNAV right there. So VNAV is on. Check your FMA. We got EPR, heading select, VNAV on. We can click nav. And we've got nav alt is just set. There's 10,000 feet. So now the airplane's going to start pitching down. We're going to do our flows. Make sure we're good. That's coming on. I'm going to drop down here. We're going to throw this to off. Okay, looks great. Okay, folks, we're headed to Merritt. Once we're at Merritt, then we're going to start. We're going to go right to Merritt here. This is on an intercept. ILS light is flashing. We're accelerating. Let's see how much bouncing we're getting. I'm going to have to start slowing down the aircraft a little bit. Speed, slow down airplane. If we're getting bounced around like that, I can only get about 280. So I'm going to set FMS override here. You can do FMS override with the speed. So I'm overriding, and I'm going to just hold 280 on the climb here. That's what that override means. Climb check. We're just getting bounced around a little bit, that's all. All right, ignition. We're going to go ahead and turn those things off. You know, you could keep it on if in the severe turbulence, but this is just light. So ignition, I'm going to throw those off. APU is off. Good. Altimeters are set. ABS and spoilers are coming off right there. And then I will I'll get to your questions, your comments in just a minute. I just got to hit the stow here. And then there's no time to waste. We got to get the weather into Boston. We got to go check that out right now. There's 12,000 feet. So once we're on this intercept to Merritt, we're going to be hitting the arrival. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we're starting to get nice and stable. What a beautiful departure out of here. That was fun. I noticed that you don't want to kick on the you don't want to kick it on right away. Just, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to go vertical VNAV right away. The airplane go out of control on you. How do you think I should start flying airplanes in real life? That's a good question. That's a lot of things, really. You could do a couple ways, right? There's I think the way that works the best, it just depends on your age and it depends on what you want to do, right? So first of all, let's say you're still in high school. I would recommend going to college, getting a degree, and when you're getting your degree, get your ratings, right? Get all your ratings done. Because in college, while you're in college, because you get a double whammy, you get a twofold thing going on where you get a degree. Now, I know you don't need a degree to fly, right? Don't get me wrong. We're at an age and a time where it's not really required anymore to do that. But what I would consider you thinking about is, and a lot of people don't think about this, is what happens if you can't hold a medical certificate? You need a fallback plan. You need something where you have a plan B. And that's what that degree secures for you. And I get a degree in business, not basket weaving, but a degree that you can use in the future if it doesn't work out for you. I really consider that. It just depends on your if you were older, I would say go to like an ATP and knock it out. It doesn't have to be ATP, or it would be like a Harris or L3 Harris, something like that, where you're going to knock it out in 6 months, or whatever, a year. I would definitely look into that for sure. Okay, we are through 17,000. Jeffrey says the Mad Dog wants to run. Yes, it does want to run. All right, we're at 18,000. We're going to go ahead and go 2992. And we are going to look at, where the heck are we? 2992 on both sides. And what in the world happened there? I don't know why that happened, folks. All right, what's going on? I just hit the mouse. Rip the gear off at this speed. What? That is not what I want to see. Wow. We have some limitations here on the gear. That might have screwed me up. So, note to self, don't do the wheel. I don't know why the wheel on my mouse did that, but that's not going to work. All right, we're at 2992. Let's go ahead and shut these down. We have limitations with the gear, so that was dumb. Gosh. I might have to call maintenance and say the gear might be ripped off the airplane. We'll see how that works. Yeah. All right, 19,400. I'm going to undo my seatbelts, and I'll get these two things done. And we are going to start looking at some weather into Boston because we had some issues. Some weather issues. Ow. What the heck? Okay. Weather in Boston right now. We should have a weather update. We've got 1,000 to go. All right, and you can see we're headed in. I'm going to go ahead and increase the range, and you can see how close we're going to be. Top percent's coming right up. That's what I'm saying. This flight is hard because it's fast. Ooh, we don't want to do that. Hold on. I'm just going to load this back up. Okay, yeah, we've got Boston weather. It's marginal VFR right now. Let's see what they're reporting. Airports, Boston, pull it up. Weather, ATIS. ATIS information, Bravo is current. We've got wind, 050. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit this to cruise. Cruise mode right there. There we go. All right. Why is the ILS flashing? All right, we're at cruise mode. You can see how I'm going to keep the seatbelts on. So we got 050 at 15, gusting 23. Visibility is 10 miles. 41, I'm expecting that. Overcast at 1400. And we're going to do 16 over 14. Temperature dew point 3002. Runway, they're landing 4 right and 9s. We're going to take 4 right for sure. Okay. 4 right. We'll check if Boston's online here. Doesn't look like they are. I'm not going to hit that stupid mouse. That was not good. Nope. Boston is not online. That's fine. All right. So let's go ahead and check the performance calculations. So we're going to go to the landing mode here. We're going to click this. We're going to click Boston. Kilo, B-O-S. It is dry. The winds in Boston. 050 at 15. So 050/15. Outside air temperature was coming in at, what did we say, 16? It's absolutely beautiful there. 16. Ref, we're going to do half the gust. So we figure, you could go 11. So let's plan on 12. It's 23 knots, right? So it's going to say it's about 24 knots. So we want to go 12 on that. Runway 4 right. Just going to verify that right now, just really quick. Probably land us 4 right. There we go. Landing 4 left. I'm sorry, it'll probably be a 4 left landing. They like to land 4 left here. Wait, did it say 4 left on the ATIS? Or it said 4 right, I thought. Dang it. It says 4 right on the landing, so that's what we'll want to do. So 4 right. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Okay. One more. By the time I'm done, there we go. Flaps are going to be 40, 1540, and the altimeter is coming in at 3002. 30.02. Boston centers. This is advised cross Jewett at and maintain 11,000 feet, 250 knots. Roger. Let me just make sure we've got that right. Jewett 11,000 feet. 250 on the speed. Okay, we're gonna gotta reset the altitude. There's 11,000. Altitude is set. We're gonna go ahead and click descent. So I want you to select. See how our top of descent is now coming out? I'm gonna change the speed to 250. That is that altitude restriction here, and we'll click execute. And the airplane's gonna start its descent very soon. And we're gonna go right on back. This is your hands are full here. Takeoff or landing weight is going to be right at 120, let's say 119. We're going to burn about 1,000 pounds in the descent. Right around here, click calculate, and we will look at SimBrief. We've got factor distance of 35.77. I like using SimBrief on the landing because it gives us a little more conservative in terms of the numbers. Auto brake, it doesn't factor in the auto brakes, this says manual. They're saying a VREF of 139 on the speed. I don't know on the auto brake, and we're going to go 4 right. Okay. So 4 right, here we come. And we'll start our descent right now. There's the descent. Here we go. Power's going to come back. The airplane is now on the descent. It's that fast, folks. All right. And the approach into the airport is going to be 4 right. I will show you when I get a chance. I'll show you kind of what we're going to do here. Let's program the aircraft into 4 right. I do want to make this a nice stabilized approach. So I'm going to click 4 right. The Goshi transition, I'd like that. It's just going to give us a little more time to configure everything we need to configure. So legs, wounds. After wounds, we're going to go Goshi, and then I'll execute that. So we're going to go legs page. Hold on, did I screw it up? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Wounds, then Goshi. All right, so that's what we got. No, I wanted to hit JWIT. See, it's 11,000. So 250/11,000 at JWIT. Execute. Let's go. There it goes. There we go. We're starting up the descent. The power's coming back. We need to descend pretty quick. Is that thing on? That shouldn't have been. There we are. Don't know why that was on. All right, we're on the top of descent. This is coming off. And then we're going to go ahead and turn our pumps on. All right, there we go. 18,000. We're going to be slamming down this pretty quick. It says drag required. We're going to pull some brake here. We'll go 3/4 brake. Help the airplane slow a little bit. We need more. We'll give it more. We're through. Jeez. Oh, we're descending about 4,000 feet a minute. That's pretty good. We might want to go full on this. On the brake. Yeah, let's go full. We'll pull it to full, hold it. Just give it all it's got here. Help it down. Full extension, 15,000. 3002. 3002. 30. Okay, 3002 set. Brakes coming back up. Okay, coming back here. There we are. Okay, we got JWIT coming in. We got JWIT 11,000. Max 250 on the speed. That's programmed. Then we got Frosty coming in. Hefty. Wounds at 7,000. Wounds is at 8,000. I'll program hard altitude to 7. Execute. All right, folks. Top of descent coming up. Let's go. We're through it already. My inner AMP cringed, but meh, it's a sim. Yeah, me too. You're not the only one. I gotta pay for it. No joke. And that wasn't my fault, folks. That was the stupid mouse. I have never had that before. I've never had the mouse go one way on me, and that sucks. But it really could burn me in terms of that could be a failure when we land, so we'll have to see. And if it is, well, guess what? We're going to have to do some major maintenance to the aircraft. And that is simulated, by the way. So all the maintenance that we did over the summer, we had to pay for that, all of it. So if we hurt, we break the airplane, we got to pay for it. It comes out of the Coastal Airways maintenance budget. And we already pay what? I think we pay $8,000 an hour on this aircraft for maintenance cost. All right, there's 1,000 feet to go. I'm just looking at some landing performance data calculations. We are landing here. There's 11,000 at JWIT. There's JWIT right there. Good. And we're slowing the aircraft down now, nice and easy. Here come the brakes. Brakes are in. Good. To come down over here, I'm going to throw this on to a medium. I don't know yet. I'm still looking. We're going to be landing a performance. We'll populate the weather. We are going to got 3 dry, in-flight method, factor distance, calculate, see what we got. I want the raw output. I like it better. Factor distance margin of 1,700 feet. That's good. We're going to go ahead and reset this down to 7,000 arm. It is armed. Good. The airplane is now going to do its thing. We're at 250 on the speed. We've got 140 on the app, on the V app. That's good. Brakes are auto. What are they giving me on the brakes here? Optimum brake setting. I want to do just auto medium. Reverser credit. Nope, can't do that. Runway is not authorized. Maximum landing weight, runway weight exceeded with those brake settings. So forget that. We're going to go auto maximum. Reverser credit, yes. 15 on the additive on the VREF. That's what I pretty much said. We got Frosty coming up. Wind 030, 15. Temperature 16. That's good. In-flight factored. Runway is 4 right. That's why we do this twice. Okay, and one more thing I want to do is I want to go auto medium. I don't want to burn those brakes up if we don't need to. Okay, auto medium's giving us a factor distance landing of 7,699 feet. That's perfect. And we just missed our target, so we're going to go VNAV again. Watch the airplane descend. Okay, descent checklist coming in. It's busy. Woo! All right, descent engine sinks are off, pressurization set and checked. Hydraulics are on high, altimeters are set. Landing data and airspeed bugs are set. We're going to be looking at a 140. Let's go ahead and do some get it thing ready to go here on the descent. We're going to do a runway 4 right approach, unless Boston has something to say about it. They're not online right now, so it's going to be a 4 right approach into the airport. You can kind of see right here what we're looking at. We're going to set 110.3035 in, and we're looking at a minimum. It's going to do a Cat 1 approach here, 218 on the settings. We'll set that DA set, okay? So 110.3. We're going to go ahead and set that up right now. 110.3. I'm going to pull some brake, help the aircraft slow down. 110.3. Okay, 110, wait, was it 111? 110.3 set. 035 on the course. I got to change to the frequency of Boston, 035. I'll get to your comments here in just a minute. It's one of those things where I can't even breathe. Okay, brakes out. Brakes are coming up. Looking like we're catching profile. I'll drop a little bit of brake here. Let me get to your comments. Schultz says, I thought a burn check had something to do with the engines. Yeah. Craziness. All right, belts on. Here we go. Members in the chat, shoots on. Let's do it. We're through 10,000. That should have been on at 18. But it's busy. All right, looks like we caught profile. Brakes coming in. I don't want to do that right there. Okay, brakes are in. Margins are good. Let's set the DA here. DA is going to be set at, what do we got, 218? Probably won't need it, but we're going to set it anyway here. Yes. $7,000. I gotta get my dang charts back up. Okay, wounds at 7,000. I like that. 218. Shoot, I just blew right past it, didn't I? 250. 218 right there. Okay. 218. Wounds is at 7,000. After wounds, we're going to go direct to Goshi. Goshi is altitude of 6,000. That's perfect. I mean, we got 1,000 feet to go. Let's go ahead and throw the terrain on. I've got that terrain on right now. That's going to help us. And let's tune Boston frequency. I don't know what tower it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our vPilot. We're going to click .ctaf kilo BOS. Enter. It's going to tell us which one to do. CTAF frequency, we're going to go 128.8. 128.8. So I'm going to do that right now. Click this, 128.8. We need to get down to 6,000 feet, so I'm going to set that right now. Altitude is set, and we will hopefully start descending when required. And I want to be there now, so I'm going to go ahead and click VNAV. Let's go ahead and start our descent. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and set this to 128.8. Flip to Boston. That's over to, that's not. That is. Okay, 128.8. Okay, 128.8 is set. Whew, it is busy. We're going down to 200 and Cat 1 approach 218 on the decision altitude, not the decision height. Decision height would be set at 200 feet, which we could set the DH at 200 feet. 1,000 to go. All right, folks, what do we miss? What do we got? What do we need? Lights coming on. That should have been done through 18. It's just busy. Okay. This is a full airplane. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and extend these lights. VNAV descent's on. I want to hit about 16,000. We're looking good. We need to start slowing down about 210 knots. Flap up maneuvering, about 220 in this particular case. Max 210. So let's slow it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to control the speed now with VMS override. And I'm going to pull some brake. We'll get this aircraft nice and slowed. It's going to slow us down anyway. We got about 500 feet to go. So we'll get nice, and so you can see the clouds coming in. This is about right, folks. You know, overcast layer here. All right, I'm going to look at our speed here. Flap V. Okay, good. Let me give him a call here. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800, setting up for the ILS 4 right at Goshi 6000. Captured. See, the airplane's going to come up like this. That's going to start leveling off. When it does, we're looking for speed capture. We're going to slow the aircraft down just a little bit. I'm looking at some... we're going to go ahead and slats. Your flap up maneuvering is, 220-ish. So I'm just going to pop the slat right now. And right now, what that's going to do is get that forward slat here. Kind of helps us out with some drag. It gets the slats out. You could really feel it on this airplane when those slats come out like that. It's like boom. Pretty nice. And now we can slow down just a touch. Once we get Goshi, we'll drop... we're going to drop our... Where's it at? Negative traffic. What the heck? We got TARA on.
Stabilizer motion.
Raj. Okay, approach armed. Okay, 110.3. Set 035 inbound. Set 180 on the speed. Coming flaps. Go ahead and arm speed brake. It's on medium. Okay. It's going to just do a little bit of the dragging it in. There we are. All right, looks like we are intercepting Goshi. From Goshi, got Winnie at 4,000. Let's go ahead and set that. Heading hold. Okay, 180 on the speed, looking good. 900 feet a minute, 4,000 feet to Winnie. 110.3 is in. 035 course. Getting the snot kicked out of us here, aren't we? We haven't identified anything just yet, so kind of waiting on that. When we hit Winnie, we're going to descend down to 3,000, so I'll make that call right now, and we'll hold at 3,000 at Naboo. Good. 180 on the speed. It's a little bit of a drag. We're dragging it in just a little bit. Again, just want to get some flap out right now just to talk about a missed approach. One of the things we didn't talk about, if we need to do missed, we're going to go straight up. And so the procedure for missed approach, so I'll make sure I hit the toga button. If not, I'm just going to push them up to max continuous thrust. I'll rotate the aircraft about 15 degrees nose up. And we will go from there. We've got the outer marker in. Can't identify just yet. Naboo's at 3,000. I should be hooking up to the ILS here quickly. I'm still waiting for confirmation of the glide slope. You can see we have GS fail, GS lock. So that makes it interesting. $1,700 at Milt. All right. This is where it gets fun, folks. I got to tab it over like this. So I'm going to hit tab and go to 1,700. There we are. Get off. Okay, what am I missing? We should have an ILS capture here. I've got nothing but glide slope and glide slope lock failures. That is not what I'm looking for. On 103. I mean, I'm on it. Milt 1,700. We're going to continue down the chute here. Just to get you an idea, we should grab it. I don't know what's going on. Boston traffic, Riptide 5,800 on the ILS runway 4 right, Boston. I'm kind of just a little perplexed why
Descend.
I don't have. That's an FSLT issue. I'm just going to go ahead and stop it because
Clear of conflict.
I'm not getting that crap. Get out of here. Okay, what is going on?
2,500.
All right, we're at 2,500. Glide slope failure. 1103. What am I missing? 2,200 feet. I should be leveling off at 1,700. I do not have anything on this aircraft right now. And I should be. This should be definitely slow it down. I know it says alpha speed. Come down, flat 15. I'm going to go ahead and look up the HUD. Let's get the HUD down. Son of a gun. And I can fly this thing. Maybe we can grab a visual of it. If not, we're out of here. We're going to do a missed approach. Okay, I need to turn the aircraft now. Heading. You can see how it says glide slope failure. I got the aircraft. I see the runway. Okay, throw the gear. Give me some flap. Flap 28. You can see we have glide slope failure. I don't know if I have the right frequency in there. All right, I've got the auto throttle. Okay, flap 40. Give me the checklist here. There we go.
Flaps 40.
Jeez, look at the speed. All right, I got the runway in sight. I'm correcting the descent profile here, folks. Stand by. 140 on speed on the right side. I got to get over to the right. Too far over to the left. Little side step coming in. But it's very odd. 1,000 feet. We are stable. I might just take the left side. Remember, it's gusty as all heck. Boston traffic, riptide 5800, 4 right, short final, Boston. Okay, landing gear down, 3 green. Ignition's on. Speed brake. Armed. And that is good to go. Alright, speed check. Let's go ahead and increase this. Getting low. I got the airplane. We're too low. Correcting. There we are. Hold that right there. Do not descend. Way to drag it in. Why did the glide slope not take it? That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Just going to clear that. I know we got reds over reds. Speed is dropping because of the gusty conditions. Here we are. Just going to keep that throttle in there a little bit. Now we're getting high. Whoa.
100.
It's a big fight here, folks.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Two in reverse. That was an ugly approach if I've ever seen it. Out of reversers, off the brakes. What is going on?
60 knots.
Did we have a NOTAM? We could have had a NOTAM off. That was just a lot of gusty winds up there. Wasn't great. I didn't like that. It all started with not getting the ILS. The only reason why I continued to land is because I saw visually the runway, right? I got a visual on the runway. So when that happens, you know, we could continue. But if I didn't see the runway, I would have been out of there. I don't know what's going on in the frequencies, but that's really perplexing to me. Not good. Really not. There come the flaps. All right, let's taxi, folks, and then welcome to Boston. Not the best. Kind of kind of got me a little, I guess, what's the word? I just couldn't get the ILS dialed in. I don't know what's going on there. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800. Going to be taxiing on runway 33 right. Okay, landing lights coming on. Boy, that was jacked up. Well, we made it at least, right? It could be much worse. It was gusty, you know, gusty winds. You know, you can see the airplane doing this thing, and just headwinds, a whole bunch of that. You know, we got some crosswinds coming in 050. It's only 10 degrees off. It wasn't huge, but 22 right is an active runway. So I just want to make sure that we got kind of cross here. Nobody's coming in on the other side. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800 crossing 4 left Boston. Man, it was crazy. Some crazy stuff. Anyway, we might have to do a little bit of investigative work on to find out just what went wrong on that. Like, I can't believe we couldn't get the ILS dialed in. 1103. What am I going crazy? You guys verify, is the frequency correct? Because that really was weird. It's not something I, you know. Shelton says, would you consider a go around? Yeah, if the weather was worse, like if I couldn't see it, yeah. You know, definitely would have went around.
Boston traffic United 9826 crossing runway 4 left going to 4 right.
Okay, slats coming up. Get a picture of this. There we go. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800 crossing 15 right. Okay, lights coming on. Looking both ways. Okay, I'm going to turn FSLT target on now. That was a weird thing too, is where they're taking off the other side. It kind of stupid. Okay, we'll shut those off. I want to taxi Quebec all the way down on the outers. I don't know if they taxi on the inside or the outside. We're going to go down Alpha. I think we're done crossing runways, so that's good. I'll make this turn a little wide. There we are. Yeah, if it got, like Shelton, absolutely, you know, go around was in my mind for sure, or missed approach. If I did not see it visually, I would have taken it. I would have been like, we're gone. But I saw visual conditions, so once I had the runway environment in sight and we're good to go, and had I lost sight of that runway, I would have been out of there, right? We would have legally had to go around. So just kind of how it goes. That's why we have a HUD in this aircraft. It flies, does the bulk of our work in the Northeast here. And so let me get a FSLT running here. I want to see some ground traffic. Okay, I'm just going to say no, oops, no, and then enter. And that's it. Oops, sorry. Such a fast flight. They only have one. This is the only preseason flight we have, and then we're done. This is it.
Boston traffic, United 9826 heavy, takeoff runway 4 right, Boston.
1110.3 is frequency and course. Seems like you should have gone around regardless. Oh, yeah, I mean, yes. Yes. You're right. I mean, if I had a visual, which I did, I had the runway environment in sight, it's legal to continue. You know, so it's not going to be an ILS at that point. It's going to be a visual approach, which you're legal to do if you can see the runway. And had I not seen the runway environment, I would have went around. I said I got it visually, then I sidestepped over. Yeah, I mean, I could see, you know, if we were really in Boston doing that, the controller would have yelled already, being way off center line like that. We would have definitely probably went around. You were right. There's an aircraft taking off 4 right there. So, yeah, I mean, I think you'd have been fine either way. You know, if you see it visually, then take it visual. If I didn't see the runway, there's no way I would have went. I would have said, yeah, nope, not doing it. But I don't know what's going on with the frequency. I don't know. Do we have a failure somewhere? Did it not hook up? There's a lot of things that I'm definitely going to have to investigate. It's a United aircraft out of there. Okay, let's turn on the APU. But you know, you're not wrong. You know, you could have went around, and that would have been a good choice too. Well, like I said, in the real conditions, they would have been like, get out of there. You know, if you're not on center line, you're out.
Boston traffic 9721, push back onto Boston Bravo 2.
And if there was other traffic, you know, on the radio saying, hey, we're lining up for left, I probably would have ran around. Got a FedEx aircraft coming up. Watching that dude. I don't know where he's going. Okay, we're going to go Alpha 16. I will shut the engine down here in just a minute. Let's get GSX pulled up. Don't you dare come this way. Oh, this is a big bird, and it's going to come my way. Hold on, big fella. Don't run me over, dude. Jeez. That was nice. It looks like the weather actually got worse. So, hold on. Alpha 16. Brakes. Oh, it's Alpha 13, sorry. Request follow me. No. Alright, shutdown number 2. Okay, nose lights off. All right, let's do this thing. Gotta stop me. That's good enough for government work. Yeah, I'm good right there. Okay, brakes coming set. Did the brakes set? That's another thing I gotta find out. They got a new brake system. See that? So if you push it doesn't work with me. If I push that and I pull that up, nothing works. So I had to actually do a quick set. There we are. Okay, brakes are set. Engine's coming off. Stop burning that fuel. Make sure we are on the EPU. We are. All right. Coming in here, lights. We'll keep the floods on. Windshield, that is off. Set there. Let me get to your comments now. Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. Just read your comment. Yeah, I get it. Good feedback. I'll have to go around next time. I'll do that. You're right. Bad lineup. ILS wasn't working. We would have went around for sure. Matter of fact, I would have went around if I didn't have the ILS working. So I was just kind of perplexed on why I wasn't getting the ILS. It was really weird. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing set.
Alpha 2 Bravo Kilo Mike.
Let's go ahead and click request deboarding. Gate should be coming in. Once we get the gate in here, we'll hook it up. I mean, it's a good briefing for me. Yeah, you're probably right. I should have went around. I screwed it up. I'll take the licks. Matter of fact, that's one of the things that we're practicing on our CQ training this year is go-arounds. That very thing, and that's my fault. You know, I'll take it. I should have went around. That was not a good decision to keep it on there. I know I could save it, but still should have went around. Wasn't good. Don't do that. Go around. All right, right side, we're going to go there. Supplies, we can throw those off now. APU, we'll kick it off. Want to make sure we're on the ground power. But more concerning, I mean, it's concerning, but more concerning is why in the world the ILS didn't come on. That's really concerning to me, is like deboarding passengers now. Good. Like, what the heck's going on with that? That's one of those things that bothered me more than anything, is that very thing of, in all accounts, this should be on. All right, that's coming off. That's off. External power's on. Let's go ahead and shut off the EPU.
Boston traffic United 721 crossing 4 left on Kilo Boston.
All right, we're done. They're here. I'm going to throw this off. I am going to see if I can't get the ILS to work, and I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know a reason why, unless there's a breaker thrown or something. Let me see something. 103.
Boston traffic United 721 clear of 4 left Boston.
All right. I've got it on there. Now it's on. I think I know what it was. I think I know what it was. I had a flashing ILS. You guys remember? We had a flashing ILS right here in the FMA. Anyway, let me go ahead and We're going to just do this. We got the power on. We're going to throw this off. That is to standby. All right, good. So what we can do now, let me just schedule this. I am actually going to try something if I can get this
Traffic United 721,
done.
runway 9 on the
Flight. I'm filing the PIREP. The PIREP is sent. That's good. We got paid for the flight. I'm going to disconnect actually from VATSIM, and we're going to try something. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to write my stuff down, but let's try another ILS approach with a go around. Let's do that. I'm going to just try it. If you want to stick around for it, that's great. 5300. I want to see if I can't use. And we're doing total fuel 10,650. And then let's see if we can't get a successful missed approach with a successful go around. So let's try that. After we're done here, we should be off on the APU. Yep. Okay. So let's try this. There is a thing I want to pull up. This guy. We're just going to try it. You know, it might work, it might not. Let's see if we can't get this thing to hook up. It's been giving me problems before, FSI panel. So let's see if we can't get it to work. Let's go with the update. Let me know if you folks in the chat want to see that. I'm going to try that. Yes, Jeffrey says yes, let's do it. Okay. Like I said, more concerning is why the heck the ILS was out. And I've got to look at this flashing. I think I know what it was, but we're going to find out. All right, we're going to do long final at Boston. So we're going to select airport. Let's see if this works, guys. Boston, we're going to select that airport. We're going to select runway. We're going to do 4 right. Long final. Flaps are 40. And I want to move aircraft. Now, I don't know if it's going to start the engines for me. I hope it does. I'm off of VATSIM. Let's see if it works. Now we're in training. It says it's doing something. It's preparing for the approach. I have no power on the airplane. That's not gonna be good. I have no power on. I think I'm gonna have to start it on the runway, folks. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Will it start it on its own? I don't know. I might have to throw the APU on. Get the engines lit before I do anything. There we go. Well, I'm not ready, so I might have to reset it. Okay, this is what we're gonna end up doing. Let's go ahead and exit this. I'm gonna click main menu. Let's go and set the aircraft. Do you want to continue? Yeah. So we're gonna set the airplane up on the runway, and then we'll just start the engines on 4 right, and we'll get ready to go. Yeah, yeah. All right, it's going to set us up at Naboo, but let's go ahead and just do this really quick. I'd like to see if we can't hook up the ILS. So we're going to go Boston. Let's go set it up to 4 right. It was probably about 2 or 3. There we go. Click fly. We are not on. I just got to make sure we're not on VATSIM again. And we're good. Okay. This is going to be some practice here. So I want to just make sure that 1, we could dial in the ILS. Number 2, we're going to do a go around out of here. And you guys call it. How's that? It's good practice. Okay. Do. We might have to start the engines and everything again because it's gonna, yeah, it's probably not gonna have it started for us. Okay. Stop the airplane. Of course not. All right. So what I want to do is start the battery. The engines are starting. Want to make sure the park brake's on. So we're just going to have to just do this really quick till we get the thing started. 20%. Is it going to give me fuel? Will it work? No. I don't have any power on the aircraft. So give me a second. Let me get some power on. Now let's see if we can't just start it like this. 33%. Could I get gas? There we go. Come on, light. It was doing it. I'm going to burn out the engine if I keep doing this. Let's see if it works. Nope. Nope. Not a problem. All right, let's go upstairs, throw the APU on, and we'll get the engine started quick. There it goes. Doors are open. We gotta close everything because it's thinking that we're, it's taking it where we left it off. So we'll get the APU started and we'll rock and roll. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Let's go on. Let's just get those going. I'm just gonna do this really quick. Off a light. Come on now, air. Start valve. Start valve. Nothing. Stand by. Okay, air on, running. That's off. These are coming on. Those are on and opened. That's good. On. That's good. Battery's on. Nothing. Pumps are on. There's the air. There's your starter. Once I get the engines on, then we can do FSI panel. We'll take it over. But 1103. '22 fuel. There's the light. All right, let's shut the door. Dang doors. Max, what's going on, buddy? We gotta shut these doors up here. We're doing a little practice. right. We're going to do an approach into Boston with a go around. 140, that's open. Let's go and fire number 2, number 1. Starter open. Bum 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 bum. 2013. Looking for 20. Fuel's in. Let's go. Once that fuel's on, boom. All right, let's go. We will throw lights on. That just gets the chocks out of the way. All right, now let's go to the FSI panel. We are set up 1103. It's going to be 035 on the course. 2 good lights. Long final approach, flaps 40, and then we're going to click move it. Let's see if this works. 303 is coming this weekend. Good deal. .035 on the course. Let's see if we can't get that to work. All right, it's saying prepare the approach. Here we are.
Autopilot.
25
Stabilizer motion.
All right. So we're getting all sorts of wind.
Traffic. Descend.
Okay, your aircraft's ready. We'll take the control. I just want to make sure we got everything set. Flaps 40, the brakes are down. We're good to go. Speed's up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ready? Here we go. Hold it for 3 seconds. And we got control. You have control of safe landings.
Autopilot.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw the auto throttle down. Hello. All right, auto throttle's off. Now, we didn't have a good lineup this time. Speed. Wow. I don't like this at all. Look at this wind.
Traffic. Clear of conflict.
This lineup is something else, man. Whoa. All right, I'm chasing this. Ooh, man. I'm telling you, this turbulence is pretty freaking bad.
Clear of conflict.
I'm trying to figure out that wind 050. So it is coming in from the right, and I've got straight up nose down here. I'm just pushing everything I have to slow the aircraft in. There's the runway environment. Now I'm visual.
Traffic.
Whoa. Speed too fast, way too fast. Okay, we're going really fast now.
1,000
check. Let's say Boston calls go around, missed approach. All right, so I'm going to do a go around. We're going to set the thrust. I hit go around thrust, and I've got the thrust. Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up. Right there. Okay, roll 15 degrees.
Traffic.
Right there, that's good.
Maintain.
We got a traffic alert. Okay, I'm going to go flaps to 15. Gear up. Keep that positive rate. Push that speed up.
Gear up. Lights out.
Come on, airplane. Jeez. Climb out of here. Right there I want to be. Right there. Here we go. Okay, 030 on the heading. About 20 degrees I do not want. I want 15, no more. EGT is up. Reset this. Climb 3000. Okay, flap 11. Okay, I want to go heading select now. We're going to ahead and restore the aircraft. Okay, EGT is coming in. I'm going to go around. Vertical speed now. I want to climb at about 2,000 feet a minute. I'm going to go ahead and restore the autopilot. That should have restored the autopilot. It didn't.
Autopilot.
Okay, let's try that again.
Slats retract.
Okay, we got it. Heading select. We got vertical speed. We got 030. I want to intercept that heading of 030. Come on, man. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. All right, that's good. Let's get rid of the HUD. Why is the start valve open? I didn't shut it. Okay, we're going to go 030 now on the heading. All right, good stuff. Okay, now we're stable. Flaps are up. Everything's good. So that was a good mist. So we went and did a go around, nice go around, restored the autopilot. We're ready to go. Let's do it again. 303 is coming. Good stuff. All right, one more time. We're going to do that again, okay? I'm going to go flap 40. We're going to move the aircraft. Let this thing settle again.
Slats extended. Gear down. 3 flaps 15. Flaps 28. Flaps 40.
Autopilot.
Monitor vertical speed. Clear of conflict.
What's this thing doing? What's this thing doing? It's got to get me around the other side. I don't know what it's doing.
Climb now. Climb now.
It's doing a 360 to set me up. The aircraft is ready. Well, I'm not ready. Keep going around, bud. You got me on the back course. Keep doing a 360. We got to keep turning. Once we come around, I'll take it. At speed, I need to go about 140. All right, one more time. We'll take it over. Once we come back around.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, my plane ready. 1, 2, 3. Gosh, she wants to climb like crazy. Let's get this thing stabilized. Look at this. Look at the stall coming. Look at that. So what you do in this situation, firewall it, push it down. Push the nose down. Okay, I got the dang auto throttles. That's number 1. See the speed? Look at the speed. Man, we are just getting beat up here. Gosh. Speeds get way high. We are just, I mean, the turbulence is, it's pretty bad, and this airplane does not want to stabilize in a good stable position. It wants to just keep climbing. See, we're at 4,000 feet. Now I do a go around. There's no way. Millet should be at 1,700. Look at this. So this is going to be an easy one for me. I'm just going to go ahead and pitch up. Again, I'm going to call go around thrust. I'm going to push the speed up. We're going to go flaps 15. Right there. Once those flaps start coming up, I'm going to go positive rate gear up. Just because of the wind, it did not want to see me descend at all. Okay, we're going to keep going. Flap 11. We're good on speed. That's good. Slats are up. All right, let's try that again. It's like a real big fight with the weather here. Pretty nasty stuff. Okay, so what we can do, I'm going to engage the autopilot. Let's climb to 553. I'm going to go with a vertical speed here. 900, about 1,000. Let's go 1,100. Well, actually, we're there at. I'm going to level it off. All right, I'm going to just do altitude hold. Altitude hold right now. We'll slow the aircraft down. And what I'm going to do is set up on the FMC. Let's see if I can do that. Trying to think what we want to do. We got to stop the climb. Hello. Slow the autopilot on. Okay, stop the climb. It's an alt hold. Now's the time. Are you going to descend me or not? Bring it down to 0. There we are. 200. Let's go on speed. I'm just going to set this approach up in the FMS. And see if we can't get better. Let's go ahead and engage the auto throttles. There we are. All right, let's try it. One more time. Let's go ahead and set this up right. Let's go Boston to Boston. Okay, we're going to go direct to Goshi. So what I'm going to do is change this, and that should give us a map failure. Shouldn't do that, but it is. Why are you doing map fail on me? It's always a hit and miss with this thing because you don't know. Boston, arrivals active. Legs. I want to fly to Goshi. And we got a map fail. That's not good. Okay, I've got heading select coming in. We're going to turn over. We're pretty much at Goshi now. Slats are in. We'll keep them in. Max says 303's coming. Oh, that's good. I like that. I don't know why it's not hooking us up to Goshi. Pretty much on a downwind now. I'm going to keep cranking it over. If we go to legs here, you can see I'm going to go ILS 4, execute, go to the legs page, Naboo, and we got a map fail. So it's not going to really work for us. If I can't get that damn thing to work, I mean, we can get on the ILS, but you know, let's just do that, and I'll try to do the best I can with what I've got. Naboo, we need to descend down to 3,000, so altitude coming down. Let's go 3,000 set, vertical speed. We'll drop it about 1,300 feet a minute, and let's see if we can't get it going here. See, we've got a hookup now. Hold on. Keep on the crank, keep on going down, keep on trucking. What I'm going to do, folks, is just kind of turn the aircraft to kind of get a good intercept. We're still pretty darn far away from it, from the localizer. I'm just going to basically turn in slightly as we descend, and then we'll hook up to the localizer. Let's see if we can't stabilize this thing any better than what we had. All right. So we're basically on a base leg to runway 4. And we're heading right, basically right to Naboo at 3,000. I want to be at 3,000 feet. And we're pretty darn high and fast. So I'm going to increase the descent rate. Going to get us down there about 2,000. Let's see if that works. Okay, ready to turn in? I'm going to start turning in now. We're going to get about a 30-degree intercept. We're going to simulate a high approach. They're setting us up high. We're going to go ahead and set up flap. And okay, we've got localizer capture, altitude captured. And we're looking for the ILS setup here. We're going to start slowing the aircraft down. Okay, now boo. I want to see this thing starting to level off. Do not keep turning me. That is weird. Localizer capture. You can see We're still way outside of the localizer.
Traffic, traffic.
Basically setting us up right now. Let's see how it works.
2,500.
Okay, 2,500 gears dropping. Speed's coming down. Okay, now it seems that we are not near where we need to be. Right, we're still not on the glide slope. So I'm going to go heading select. I want the airplane to turn us 1,700, 3,300. You can see that it's saying ILS capture, and we're still at millet. You can see we're way off center line, right? That would definitely be, I knock it off, and I'd say, okay, I've got the aircraft. I've got a visual. We'll go flap 40. I've got the auto throttles off. I've got a visual all day long on the runway. So now it's just lining up again. There's the 1,000. We're generally stabilized except for that. Speed's good. We're in check. Now we're coming a little on the low side, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Right. So we're going to capture again. I'm going to bring up the aircraft. There we are. Correcting. Get to 1,000 feet here. But you can see what's going on, right? Look at my gauges. We're going to stay right there. Do not descend. We should be about 700 feet here. There we go. It should shut us. It should shut up. We're corrected now. We're good on speed. Gear down. Flaps are good. Nope. See, there's a lot of speed right now. There's a lot of, I can't push the dang nose over. There we go. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if it's in trim. Nope. Too much nose down now. We're hitting a downdraft. Okay, we're on center line now. That's good. It's really hard to get this airplane dialed in sometimes where, you know, you're not fighting it. So I feel like I'm fighting the thing a lot. Pitch up.
200.
See, it just...
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh. Squirrely.
Reverse lights out. 60 knots.
All right. Well, that's what we should have done. Yeah, it's just going to be a little more practice with the airplane. I haven't flown it in 3 months. So it's just some practice, I guess. We're trying to get Cliff working. We're going to get taxi through here, and then we'll stop and be done. Good stuff. Good practice, right? We got a couple go-arounds in there, and awesome. You popped up on my people you may know on LinkedIn a few days ago. It was rather strange. Well, that's interesting. Pollitt? Anyway, good stuff, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I know, we learn sometimes, right? So it's a good to get a little bit of briefing and say, all right, next time we'll do the right thing. We'll do that go around, which we should have done. So my bad. I'll take it. I'll take my licks, and at least we did some practicing, which was good. And that's it. So what I got to do now is shut the airplane down and get it all buttoned up, ready to go for our next trip out of here on Sunday, which will be for members only. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. I don't know what we're doing next week. It's not going to be a hockey charter. I think it might be just kind of finishing up that CRJ trip maybe. And that's it. Because our hockey charter ends on Sunday. We're done for hockey charters until October is when we fly. I believe our first destination is Detroit. I think we go to Detroit. I'm not sure. Okay, folks. Anyway, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, folks. Ciao. And keep the blue side up and the brown side down. And be careful on those missed approaches. All right, we'll see you, folks. If I could find this, that would be great.